Hey everybody, this is Savannah with Fame Magazine, and today we're sitting down with David Castaneda. David, did I say your last name correctly?
Good.
Okay, awesome. How are you today?
Good. How are you doing?
Super good. I'm really excited to talk with you. I'm a really big fan of the John Wick franchise, so this is exciting.
Oh,
Before I dive into more about your character, I really want to hear more about your experience with this project and how you felt about joining this very big world.
yeah. Well, when I was doing Sicario, the second one, I got Erica Lee, who's one of the producers of the John Wick franchise. I had seen the first John Wick, and I had told her, I was like, I love John Wick. And
Right.
she said, great, we're going to make a second one. Do you want to be a part of it? And I said, I would love to be a part of
You're
it.
like, what
And
do I sign?
yeah, and second one didn't happen, and then third one didn't happen, and fourth one didn't happen, and then Ballerina, somehow they had written a character that was perfect to my fit, and I got a call, and I couldn't wait to say yes. It was just very fast. It was like, I'm in. When can I fly to Budapest to start training? When I first got to Budapest, and Len and I got to sit down and talk about who Javier was and what was the sort of dynamic that he was going to have, and the image of building him was sort of like a mercenary who had gone rogue with his daughter to kind of make sure that she had a better future. And so it was really important to kind of have that in the forefront, along with this sort of background of being a very deadly assassin. But even if you notice in the film, he's not trying to kill anyone. Killing to him is not a thing. He comes from a protective alliance of making sure that people are safe. So he could have killed every single man there, but choosing to not do so and teaching her daughter to, basically there's a moment in the scene where he takes the gun away from her and says, "This is not who you are," you know? And
Yeah.
obviously, because of the death of her father, she turns out being one of them.
Totally. Is there a specific part of their bond that you really wanted to make sure came through on screen, even though the character's highlight is like kind of brief?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think mostly was just about the ballet, the dancing sequence,
Mm.
you know. And it
Hmm.
was, although it was brief and sweet, it was sort of important to kind of have this sort of banter within, Eve and Javier that felt um light, but also very caring and tender.
Totally. Obviously, like we know that this part is your role is part of like a really big universe of John Wick. Did you talk to Anna or Len Wiseman about how Javier's energy should be felt throughout the entire story?
I mean, I felt like that was going to be something for them to honor what the inciting incident was,
Mm.
in terms of what leads Eve to sort of go after everyone. And I think specifically with the Baba Yaga with, John Wick, where there's a moment where he says like, it's so small, but it kind of means everything. Where you know he just when they're fighting in the snow, and John Wick just says, I know, and that I know, you sort of just feel like, oh, he knew Javier
Yeah.
long before, and that's why he's not killing her, because he could have killed her in that moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like they did a good job, in very specific moments to highlight the pain that Eve had for his father, or for her father.
Yeah. If you had more time with Javier on screen, is there a moment or a side of him you wish audiences could see more of?
Yeah, of course, but that's for a different part, and a different, and then,
That's for his sequel.
yeah, or a prequel, or for its own universe to have to happen. But yeah, there's many things. There is many things.
Totally, I believe you. Is there anything that you took away from this project specifically that you feel like, oh, I'm gonna bring this with me to my next project? Like, I feel like I learned something huge with being able to play this character.
Yeah, I mean, just the amount of hours that was spent training, it was always welcome to ask for more training. It was always welcome. Can I stay longer? Can I come in earlier? Can I come the day that I'm not supposed to come in? So you can kind of be a little bit of a pest to be
Yeah.
like, can I go? Can I? And that's something that I think I've already done in my career, but it was very welcome on this set.